everything seems to be digital. Everything seems to be digital is actually doing a lot of good for countries like India, where transparency is coming in because of digitalization. Now, that itself is a good virtue to build on the digitalized domains of operation, but to share ideas on it and also identify possibilities, opportunities, being digital and getting to be even more digital is a very useful theme. And for you all to be together for 3 days talking that, I think will result in very good outcomes. And I look forward to knowing about the outcomes. First of all, I think the biggest opportunity that you can derive out of digitization is at a very cost-effective way, spread literacy, financial literacy. And you might think I'm starting on a very weak opportunity. Who's bothered about literacy? Yeah, people will get to know what it is all about and so on. No, not at all. I think it is the financial literacy, and also because most things are already put on the public domain in the digital public domain. You saw a revolution which happened in India, and I'm sure all of you all recognized it, but I'm drawing it in this context now here. It is only because listed companies and their information were all publicly available, regularly updated, and with a certain sense of efficiency, the chartered accountants helped companies to prepare their accounts in time, and it became a mandatory requirement for them to put it on the public domain. MCA portal did it, and it continues to do it. That in 2020, when people were spending too much time at home, and also because of the digital access which was provided, a lot of retail investors found it fit to get into the stock market. I wouldn't think it is possible if we were still going to be partly digitized or not digitized at all. It was only because digitized accounts were available and also the public were at ease using data which is available in public domain, even on their phones. They didn't have to go to even to their desktops. As a result, you found that the ordinary retail investor had the information in the proverbial tips of his fingers and was able to take a call that you found at that time, coincidentally, when the interest rates were not very high. People thought it fit to take that little risk and get into the stock market. Some did it even without going through the mutual funds, opened their demat accounts, and they were up there playing in the stock market, playing in a positive sense, and therefore giving a picture how India's small savers today are equally at ease with fixed deposits as much as opening a demat account and going into the stock market. And that is possible when companies are board driven, when they have proper cost and chartered accountants with them, and when the guidance given by these experts has helped them to remain transparent and put most things under due diligence. That is what digitization does for you. Not just between the company and the bookkeeper, not just between the company and the cost accountant, not just between the company and the income tax authorities, but when in all these information are available digitally, the ordinary public, discerning public, builds trust. And when trust gets built about companies, the image of a country which invites investments from abroad, image of a country which has to have its due diligence aligning with the world, are all falling in place. And therefore, This is what the opportunity that the digitization gives us. I've just given you a across the board big opportunity which exists, but there are several which I will count as points for me to explain today. Aniket was very clear in saying that your footprint is all over the country. When I spoke about the financial literacy, it is because of this digitization helps you. Not everybody is going to be near your chapter office. And therefore, when you can rightly boast about having 168 branches all across country, in 5 regional councils which are present, and in 17,000 postal codes area, you have somebody registered, and the country has only 19,000 postal codes, 19,100 postal code areas. You are present in 17,000 of them. So I think for financial literacy and for course contents to be given to these students who are present all over the country, you are in a position to better utilize digital access to the students and therefore be readily available for them. It's also heartening to know that the ICAI has started financial and tax literacy campaigns. I understand you're doing it all through the country. And this is going to help a lot of people, in spite of all that is available in public domain. A lot of people still get carried away by misinformation campaigns. And when you as Chartered Accountancy institution run a financial literacy and tax literacy campaign, it certainly has a lot of credibility. So people can be stopped from allurements, I would think. Similarly, the moment I saw the title of the financial literacy campaign, I was a bit worried. And I will say,
भुवनेश्वर में आयोजित जातीय सीए सम्मेलन में उद्बोधन देउथिले केंद्र अर्थमंत्री निर्मला सीतारमण और आपण माने तार सीधा प्रसारण देखुथिले।